Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to What the Fuck Fights, brought to you by Salty Mermaid Entertainment.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Why are you jumping?
I think this is a you thing.
Y'all are
Does
so
he
loud.
hit you?
Okay, welcome to the show. I'm Jenn Pick. I'm sitting here with
Chase, Salt, Pick,
and
Anonymous Adam.
now what the fuck is What the Fuck Fight? Trying to figure that out. It is a fun competition.
Fun.
To see which one of us can come up with the craziest stuff from the internet. In regular life, Chase is my partner.
Butler.
No, you messed that up.
But in real life, I'm your partner.
No.
She probably
In
wishes that.
regular life, Chase is my partner. On this show, he is my...
Anonymous Adam.
The rest is stupid. He's my opponent.
I tried.
Each week we have a new theme, and Anonymous Adam is both our referee and our judge. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and on TikTok at Salty Mermaid ENT, and like and subscribe and leave us a
5-star review.
Oh my God, I'm so proud of you
Oh
two.
my God,
What?
we have ESPN.
Oh, I thought there was like a fly and I was scared for my life.
You're so stupid.
Great.
Reviews are important because they make us feel good, but more than that, they help other people find us. So, also a side note, if you are listening, you can also watch the whole show if you want to see our stupid faces on YouTube. So,
Everyone, look at the camera. Show them your stupid faces.
okay. All right, I'm going to turn it over.
Great. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the weigh-in.
Yes.
This week's theme is most embarrassing story.
Yes.
From our own personal lives.
Yes.
No, but I did think about
This one time I was doing a podcast.
always embarrassing every week. Yeah.
Every time we release an episode, how many more
Shame.
friends and family will we lose?
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
So yeah, what do you have for content this week?
So this week will pretty much be like a rapid fire thing because, yeah, they're all pretty short.
I know, but
It's pretty actually unrapid.
Oh, I can tell you
Thank you.
something embarrassing that happened to me that I thought about today because we have a physical evidence as a reminder. So, a long time ago, before Chase and I were dating, we were friends. And I had feelings for him, but it wasn't important. I was like,
The benefits
it's fine.
were.
No, before that. Okay.
I'm
So
still
sorry.
between you. I'd like to leave.
give me that belt. I deserve it.
Okay, listen. I literally was thinking about this today because there's a sign, little like a, what is it, decor or whatever in our kitchen that reminds me.
Deco.
Yeah. So, Chase and I were just friends, and I was trying to keep it cool about the fact that I had feelings for him because I had just gotten out of like a 13-year relationship, and he was like, "Ugh, I'm not dating her." So,
Ugh.
yeah.
All that
Anyway,
baggage.
exactly. So anyway, we were meeting for lunch, and I knew that he had just moved into a new house. So I was at the store, and I was like, "Oh, I'll pick up a few things to give him for his new house, being a good friend." And I didn't register. I cannot explain why I didn't register this until actually he was opening it, and I felt so stupid. But one of the things that I gave him was a sign, and when I picked it up, I swear to God, I was not trying to like subtly say
Yeah,
anything.
right.
I just thought it was a funny sign. It said, "I love you" to the fridge and back. And it's not a big deal, except that
Oh.
I handed it to him,
Yeah.
and all I saw was "I love you," like this huge print. It was so awkward.
I thanked her for the gift and asked her to leave.
Basically,
And I handed her the restraining order that I'd got the night prior.
we're not dating, okay? Sorry.
Leave me alone. How did you get in here?
Yeah. Anyway, I've got lots of
Your
years.
window was unlocked.
I want waffle fries. Basically, where that came from. It's a thing on the Tic Tac. Leave me
Oh.
alone.
Chair.
Okay. I'm sorry,
Or
I am-
that.
I'm not that cool. All
clever.
right. So maybe you should do the weigh-in.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can
already-
move on to the introductions.
What's it called?
Yeah,
The weigh-
because the weigh-in,
announcements.
because the weigh-in, we know we're doing a rapid fire of embarrassing moments that we
Yeah.
found on the internet. So that's not really, can't really hint to that. So
Yeah.
Adam can do that thing where he does this thing.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the main event. To my right in the side hustle corner. By day, he teaches workout classes, but by night, he moonlights as a hand model. Every company you can imagine is offering this man hand jobs. He can't refuse.
Called that.
He's flexing those fingies for cash and not regretting a single bit of it. It's Chase.
Come to my shop at night. This is how I get it done.
Stop.
And to my left in the
God.
space-time corner, as a hobby, some people like to knit, others like to paint, but not this lady. She likes to spend her time questioning whether or not we all live in a simulation. She's taking the red pill and waking up to the revolution. It's Jenn.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Me, what I do is true too.
Yeah.
I hand job at night.
Yeah, you can. I don't know how I get the ideas for these. I just.
Oh yeah, brother.
I'm clearly in different headspaces.
Yes, it's definitely different.
I appreciate the direction you took with me today.
Cool.
Well, you're going to.
Okay. Should I go?
I'm charging a
No.
Okay.
Awkward silence it is.
Oh.
All right, so are we just? I say we do like just one at a time.
Okay, they're very short. So
Yeah. So
okay.
yeah, we'll just fire it
All
up.
right. Before we get started too strongly, though, I want to, for everyone out there who, I think Adam will relate to this, I am an embarrassing person in general.
Yeah, I can agree.
Thank
with
you for pulling me into that.
It's weird because I like to keep a journal and I look back on my memories on social media and I cringe. I always fucking hate.
That's why I don't journal.
right. Yeah. So I have plenty of embarrassing material, but I saw this and I thought it was interesting. So for anyone who was listening and they're getting secondhand embarrassment, or you relate because you just feel like in general you're an embarrassing person, this is a fun tip for all of us.
Neat.
One study says that there is a somewhat quick way to move past life's most terrible moments. The answer is focusing on everything about the memory except the way it made you feel. Sometimes we dwell on how sad, embarrassed, or hurt we felt during an event, and that makes us feel worse, which is, that memory is kind of associated with the feeling. So this is where...
It's telling you to bury it.
No, it's not.
You know that thing that made you feel?
No,
Bury it.
it's
Forget
not.
about it.
It says it's quite different than suppressing the bad memory, which is usually only effective short term and actually increases the chances of anxiety and depression. So fuck you. That's not what it's saying.
Y'all owe us money for this therapy.
It's saying instead think about your emotions, and when you think about the memory, focus on other stuff. Who else was there? See, in my case, I would think,
Yeah, that
who
would
else
make
was
it
there?
worse.
Who witnessed the memory?
It was you.
Right?
It was me. It said, I love you to the fridge and back.
Okay, in that example, I could think about the fact that we were at, what was the restaurant?
Wait. Does she hit you?
Adam.
Okay. Stop it, both of you. Anyway, I just thought I would throw that out there, okay?
Focus
trying to be
on
helpful.
not the feeling, but
You know,
the
think
color
about
of the sign at the
Yes,
restaurant you're at.
Associate the memories with other things besides.
Forget it.
No!
I mean, in a way.
Say
I'm
it.
trying to help you fuckers, okay?
I have no
Once
shame.
you immerse yourself in other details, your mind will wander to something else entirely, and you won't be focused on the negative emotions as much. In other terms, you take control of the memory, and you shape it the way it flows through your thoughts.
If it gets bad, the best thing you can do is that what they call it, a lobotomy.
Okay.
Ping
Yeah. I've considered it.
and forget everything.
Yeah. Honestly, I cannot tell you how many times I'll be walking through my life and I'll just suddenly wince and cringe and twitch because I'm like, oh, fuck that memory.
Yeah.
It'll be like, oh, remember in second grade? Yeah, it's terrible.
It's weird what affects us as people because the things that would probably affect you too, of embarrassment, I wouldn't give a shit about.
I know.
And then the thing that would just make me
It shocks me.
Yeah.
It's true. Okay, I will tell one of my stories now.
all right, give us the shocker.
All right.
Okay.
She says,
What?
she says,
I'm stupid, and everyone else who is stupid got
Let's
that.
go.
So please, no!
What just happened?
Don't worry about it because you don't want to know. Let's
Okay,
go.
I'm gonna tell a story from the internet.
It's very genuine.
I'm ready for your story too.
All right.
Okay.
This is going to be read directly from the internet, so I will provide links on our blog at saltymermaidentertainment.com.
I'm
focusing?
I'm being good.
Yes,
I'm
I'm
ready.
sorry.
I'm
Okay.
here.
When I was 20, I had a partial, which is a retainer with 2 fake teeth attached, because I was born without 2 of my replacement adult teeth. Y'all with me so far?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I had 2 very obvious empty gaps if I didn't wear it. Well, I decided to go to a party and I got way drunker than I intended, and I ended up puking in the bathroom. To my horror, the toilet wouldn't flush. So I, in my drunken state, plunged my entire arm in the toilet
Been there.
to move the puke to make it flush. Oh,
Fourth grade was a tough year.
Listen, I got it to flush.
Got wasted.
As it's flushing, she realizes that it was her partial that was clogging it. I guess when she puked, it fell out.
Thank
right?
God.
Now it just got flushed down the toilet. I ended up freaking out, and my roommate had to get me back to our apartment, which was in the same building. I was crying and going on and on about how my teeth are gone. And as she's crying, that she's showing her teeth.
Yeah.
Right?
And she's like, she's so aware. She's trying to hide it. She's like grandmaing it.
Listen, what gets really terrible is I then had to take out a small loan and wait 3 weeks for a new partial to be made.
That just sucks.
Listen,
Those are expensive.
They are. Okay, well, I assume.
I lost my retainer. Me too. And I haven't paid for another one yet. So anyway, in this time, I worked at Disneyland, and I had to suffer every single day talking to hundreds of people with huge caps.
I'd been like, throw me in a goofy suit. I'm going to be Donald Duck today. Put on
Oh, God.
Give me a costume head.
Start working on your impressions. Your new job.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. So anyway, she's basically known as the drunk girl who flushed her own teeth down the toilet.
Well, poor girl.
That sounds like a dream I would have. I have those types of dreams where my teeth fall out of my face.
I dream that, but I enjoy it. What's weird, I always dream that my teeth are loose, and I'm like, I can't stop wiggling it.
Oh, that makes me cringe. That doesn't make me feel good. That's like something you'd see off a horror flick. Where they're like, how can you sit through these disturbing images?
Do you know
I have
when you're
dreams
a
of
kid?
dying. That's crazy. I have dreams of murdering you.
So weird.
Yeah, I relate. No, y'all don't get that.
Let's say your weapon of choice at the same time.
No.
1, 2, 3.
Teeth.
Fuck.
Okay. So, do you know when you're a kid, you enjoy pulling your teeth, right?
No.
For money?
No?
I did it for a hustle.
Okay.
I didn't lose my first tooth until I was like 10 years old.
It was like Rhett.
How?
I don't know.
Whoa.
Rhett, one day was like,
Yeah,
I swear he
our
had fucking
8-year-old.
10 teeth. He's like, yo.
He lost 4 teeth in a
He
week.
was short money for something he wanted on
wanted
Amazon. And we dead ass, we're like, hey,
He was
we're not
pulling teeth.
We're not, and he just teeth. I don't know where they came from.
If anyone in this family could find teeth where no one else could, it's Rhett.
He is little walking
Oh,
jack-o'-lantern.
God. Yeah.
Yeah, and he got it. He was like, well, the tooth fairy. I'll be getting that shit tomorrow, but can we go ahead and pre-order it? And I'm like, whoa, bro, I don't know how much the tooth fairy's bringing you. Slow down.
All right. You should go now.
All right, so this is, I'll save it. I'll just hope you don't use it next. Took a homeless girl out for lunch. The cafe didn't accept cards, so the homeless girl had to pay for me.
Oh, my God. What? What?
Well, here's my debit card forever, I guess.
Could you imagine the embarrassment of trying to do a good deed? And you're like,
my God.
I'm going to take you out to lunch and get there. And they're like, oh, we don't accept credit cards.
It's another homeless person.
And
finessing them.
and the homeless person has to pay for both of y'all's meals.
That's fucked up.
I would be super
just
embarrassed.
Keep the food. I'm going to leave.
I would
not let them pay for my food.
Transaction ended. Like, just we
Yeah,
don't do
I
I would
anything.
assume there's like a
There's gotta
back
be
half
more
where
to
she's
the
like,
story.
follow me to an ATM. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
I just know that, that we need a lot more detail with that. That sounds terrible.
I would assume it was get to the register. We don't accept those. I don't have cash. Oh my God. And the poor homeless girl's like, I do. I'm so sorry.
That's fucked up.
She's like, I know what it's like to be hungry.
Oh man, that's messed up. I have had a card declined before in my younger days, and I will tell you, nothing will scar you like that. Because today, even when you go and you put your card in and it reads the chip and then it like beep beeps,
Right.
it sounds like it always sounds like
wrong.
Yes, it always sounds like I'm like looking around like I have
you
money.
don't have any money.
Yeah.
If you want to hear your own
Dude.
heartbeat,
Yeah.
it's when you swipe your card and it's just pending. And you're like, there's money in there, right?
You, like, start
I have
casually
money,
looking
right?
for your other cards. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And you're like, whoa.
That's funny. I actually had an experience where I was frightened that I didn't have money, like with my credit card. Like I hit my limit or something,
Yeah.
and then I looked at my credit card and it split in half.
Oh
And
yeah, his
it was
card
like 2-ply.
super damaged. Yeah.
Fell apart in my hand, and I was like, okay, I guess I'm fine.
Yeah, but there's money. It's just a broken card. Yeah.
Yeah.
You cut it before you went in, so you wouldn't use it
cut
anymore.
it 2-dimensionally.
Oh. Okay. All right. My turn.
Took a dimension out of it.
Okay. So
Yeah.
this one is kind of long, so I'm just gonna like give you the gist instead of reading it, and it's so bad. What is so stupid? I do not condone this, for the record. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So there's this guy, and he's dating a girl with a large dog. I think it was a German Shepherd. Okay? And he really liked the girl, but the dog was annoying to him because I guess it was trying to establish dominance. And so every time he would come over to her house, the dog was like constantly like attacking him and humping his leg and like just trying to.
Damn. It's one to attack, but to also be like, now I'm going to fuck your leg.
But
to like bite at you and then fuck you.
Okay, that's what I meant by attack.
That is dominance.
Always like, like, it's a big dog and like always humping him. And it's like that awkward thing if you're dating a girl and you're like, oh, nice dog. But get your fucking dog off of me, literally.
To show dominance, you have to hump it back.
Yeah, well, that's what he did.
I was just fucking around.
So I don't know. I don't know where the girlfriend was.
Is that what it looked like?
I don't know if she wasn't there yet or if he took the dog out.
Her motion sensor's going off and she's watching on her phone like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So anyway, he was getting really annoyed, but he had kept his cool in front of his girlfriend for whatever reason. He found himself alone in the backyard with the dog and got mad at it. And he was like, fine, I'll teach you. You want dominance? So he like straddles the dog and starts to pretend humping it. And then he makes eye contact with the neighbors.
It would have been okay if it was his girlfriend.
No, it was the neighbors.
That's just as weird.
He said it worked
goldfish.
Girlfriend.
Oh, I thought you said it'd be so weird if it was this goldfish. So I pictured a man with a bowl, like in the yard, and he's like fake humping a goldfish.
No, I'm dead.
I was like, I don't know how that would also be appropriate.
Oh my God.
No, I just decided to insert a goldfish because I was having a crisis.
Goldfish.
Goldfish.
It's our code word, safe word.
Goldfish. Goldfish. If he was yelling goldfish while doing it, that would have been great. Goldfish.
Y'all are so weird.
I had a moment like that. I know what that's like.
Okay. What?
I got really drunk. You know the story. I got really hammered and I came home and my cat was pissed at me. And my cat didn't generally do like terrible things. And I got home and I was like, I opened my room and the cat had pissed right in the middle of the bed. And the cat doesn't do that. And I was like, you motherfucker. So I was like, I'll show you. So I, in a drunken stupor, went and I peed in the cat's litter box. So I was like,
teach it a lesson?
I know.
Okay.
And it made so much sense at the time. I was like, And the next day, when I was sober, I was like, oh, I gotta clean that up. And the whole litter box was like a brick.
You
It was
pee
just
a lot.
giant
A lot of
brick.
beer.
Yeah, just a giant brick of a
Cat
litter.
bladder. Human bladder.
Exactly. Yeah.
And the cat didn't have anywhere to pee, so it peed on the bed again.
Were you sleeping in the bed this time?
You know, I had to. I guess I had to have. I didn't do it.
You pissed the bed.
You peed on the bed.
Peed in the bed. I don't know. It was very cat smelly. Very cat smell like.
Oh my God! Please tell your next story. Okay.
So I did want to say the snack that smells back because,
Oh, it's,
snack.
yeah. Wait.
Dog was a snack
Oh,
to him, apparently.
nope. Ugh. Wait. You want to talk about embarrassing moments? Don't you have another pee story? Didn't you get caught
Peeing?
like on a dog's head or something?
Oh, yeah. I did do that. And I was also drunk. There's a reason why I don't really drink anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. One night I went out drinking and I was staying at a friend's house. And I was old enough where, like, it was after college. And I was supposed to be sleeping in the living room, but I think my friend's wife's mom was also sleeping in the living room on the couch.
You're old enough that your friends are married. Yeah, you probably. Yeah.
People get married at a young age. You got married at 18. Give me a break.
Okay.
So
Carry on.
there was a dog in a kennel in the kitchen, and I hated it. It was like one of those yippee, like yip, 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 yip. So I woke up in the middle of the night and I was trying to find the bathroom. Then I wandered into the kitchen where the dog was, and then immediately he was like, yip, yip, yip. And I was like, I'll show you.
Oh my God.
So I started peeing all over the kennel.
Oh, God.
And I don't remember this. I would like to add, I don't have any recollection of this.
Okay.
They were pulling me away from the kennel and I was peeing everywhere.
Oh my
It
God.
was just a faucet.
That is terrible.
Like an untamed hose.
And the owner.
I
with the
still
dog.
apologize to the mom to this day.
Yeah.
They laughed it off because they were good sports about it. The dog probably
They hated
less of
you.
a good sport.
There's a voodoo doll of you somewhere.
Nah.
They're peeing
with his
on it.
penis out.
So every morning when I wake up, I smell like urine. I'm like, why? Where does this smell?
Blaming it on poor Bastion. Oh, yeah.
And Jen's like, you never really drink. And I'm like, I don't.
It's true. Chase, like, well, I don't know. What's the word? Milk a beer?
Nurse it.
Nurse a beer for like the whole evening. Whenever I meet,
Milk it. Oh, milk it.
whenever I meet
like
his
the way
friends,
you're
though,
drinking that beer.
listen, anytime I meet any of his friends, though, all I get are these stories about him being drunk and in college. And I'm like, I've never seen him. I've seen him drunk one time. And that was intentional. We were doing a video and he wanted
And
to
it,
actually.
and it ended soon because the other person got drunker than I.
Yeah, so he had to sober up and save the
Steve-O
person.
one up me always. Anyone listening knows Steve-O, you know.
Yeah.
Steve-O will one up you when it
Yeah.
comes to drunkenness. And he did.
Steve-O was the first person I ever saw like blackout drunk. I thought that was a myth until I met him.
Oh, no, that's the thing.
Yeah.
So.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I've seen Adam also get blackout drunk.
Yeah,
Last time was on Christmas
But he
Day.
wasn't
Yay.
incoherent. Like, well, he got close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He walked down the stairs basically sort of by himself.
Almost.
Steve-O, like, I carried
Yeah.
by his belly.
And he
I
ripped the
lifted him
costume.
up. And he ripped the monkey costume.
It's a long story. You know what? Tell your next story.
Oh, yeah, we're doing
Oh my God.
We're doing a show.
We are on a show.
I'm a terrible referee.
No, it's fine. It's good.
How dare you?
This is so stupid. Mine are more like tweets. My first proper job interview.
Something we would
is
make
not-
fun of you for.
I know. I'm joining.
Different laughs. Sometimes it's the Seth Rogen like,
Okay.
all right, so I was at my first proper job interview, and I got asked, "How's your grammar?" With a confused face, I said, "She's fine." How's your grammar? How's your grammar?
I also gender my language.
How's your grammar? Confused, I said, "She's fine."
I knew where you were going
Yeah, as soon
because
as
I
you
live in the South.
Right, that was it. I knew I had to say it in a way that would make sense. How's your grammar? I said I still got the job, but it was really embarrassing.
Okay, so
That'd be a great way to break the ice, honestly. That'd be
Yeah, it's
hilarious.
true. Yeah, they will not forget you.
How's your grammar?
So I have a story like that in real life, and Ashton is one of
makes
our
me hot.
dedicated listeners. So Ashton, this is for you. I won't give too many details since I don't have your permission to tell this story, but Ashton was a little smartass even when she was 11
That's a great
or
way to
12.
start the story.
Yeah. No, this is great. It's not anything she did wrong. It's just the other person who's involved might not appreciate the story. So Ashton had a relative from the South, and they were, always teasing kind of about the way that they talked. Yeah. And anyway, this person said, "Ashton, bring me a pillar." And she said, "Well, fuck, I fucked that up." She said, "It's too heavy." Because she was like a little 11-year-old. She's like, "Pillars are too heavy." And she made the relative cry because she was always making. So this little 11-year-old was picking up.
You ever cried over innocence?
Oh, God. I fucked that story up, but it was,
I mean, you
Yeah.
got it the point across.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Should I tell my next story?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Oh, this one's going to be hard for me to share. Okay.
Is this your personal story?
So embarrassing. No, it's just so cringy.
Secondhand.
It's because I also have an almost teenage boy and a household full of boys, and that's why this is extra difficult for me, but I just have to share.
You always have Moscato.
Our
Sleeps
female cat.
outside.
Okay. When I was 14, and I almost always...
Should I read this?
Okay, this is awkward on semi levels. I don't even know why this is a thing, but this guy decided it would be great to pleasure himself with protection on. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah. So you don't make a mess, of
I
course.
guess
Right.
I
Naturally.
liked how it felt. I've heard of the sock thing. I've never heard of
You don't
like
want to impregnate
a
the air.
14-year-old using
Yeah.
condoms.
You don't want to get your hand pregnant.
Anyway,
You have 3 hands.
all right. So this kid says
I'm not ready to be a father.
I liked how it felt. I did it all the time for a week.
It's quintuplets.
They happened.
Sorry.
All right.
They happen to be my dad's condoms. So, long story short, my mom realizes that a lot of them are missing, and she thinks my father is having an affair.
Oh,
She comes
gosh.
crying to me, and my initial reaction is to deny any speculation that I
Right.
might have used them. But after realizing this might end my parents' marriage, I ran upstairs with tears coming from my eyes, and I had explained to my parents that I had used them, not for intercourse, because they thought then that I was sexually active, but then I just thought it was fun to wear a condom and masturbate.
I just thought it was. Usually, I thought it was fun. I just thought it was a great time putting a condom on and jerking off.
You know how when you go down a slide,
Okay, it's enough. Okay.
I really wish you would have went through with it. He was just like, "Damn, Mom, that's crazy."
Let 'em- So fast forward, my parents are divorced, and
20 years later, they're remarried, and he comes out with it.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Oh my God.
I like yours because you like have stories. And I have like tweets. Yours like take minutes. I'm like grammar.
It's my favorite.
Still
one,
great.
though.
I like this one because I was like I can resonate with that. Probably some shit I try to pull off. Once in math class, I had the urge to fart, and I thought if I dropped a book and I farted at the same time, nobody would hear it. So I decided to follow through with my plan. I dropped the textbook, but everyone immediately turned and looked at me, and I panicked. So I forgot to fart. Then everyone stared at me, and I farted.
Everyone, look.
So textbook fell. Everyone turned. She got nervous, and then she farted.
Well, naturally, you're never going to time that perfectly. You should know better. And now, every time someone drops a book, I'm going to assume.
She was confident. She was like, "I've never done this before, but I have a secret skill."
She's like, this book is gonna mask this.
So basically, she she literally just got everybody's attention.
She did. That's exactly what she unintentionally got everyone's attention, and then got so nervous from the attention that the fart that was already packaged and ready to be delivered come out. Could you imagine that?
It went.
That's exactly the way it happened.
Oh God. Okay. All right. This is a short one for you.
Sweaty.
My neighbor of about 15 years, who we have called Dave all along, came out and said his name is Greg. 15 years.
Not anymore.
Damn.
Oh gosh.
You never were.
Nope. Now you're Dave forever.
Yeah, 15 years. You're fucking Dave.
That's your nickname.
It doesn't matter anymore.
Yep.
This one would be embarrassing. This is like some cinema shit. I was drinking at a party, and I told someone at the party that this dirty old man is trying to hit on you. She said, "That's actually my fiance."
How did she know that? The dirty old man.
I don't think so. No, I don't
Some
know
much
what
older
this-
guy here.
Yeah, I don't know what the guy was doing, or she wasn't like trying to like establish a connection that may be together, but instead when he walks away, like the dirty old man is trying to hit on you.
There must have been like a big age gap.
We're together.
Yeah, that's embarrassing. I once walked out of a store and didn't realize a guy with the exact same car parked next to me. I got into their car. I was like, this feels different. Then the other guy came out and got in my car.
That's great.
And we both got out and looked at each other and just laughed and got in our own cars. So I'm going to tell this one also because it's in the same context. I once dated a guy named Dave, not the neighbor. We went to a restaurant. Our server was someone I had hung out with through mutual friends, but I completely blanked on his name. So I went to introduce them, and I told the server, "This is Dave." And then they waited for me to finish, but I couldn't. So I just sat there awkwardly, and it was horrible. I don't know why the guy wouldn't fill in his name. Anyway, as she was leaving, she remembered the server's name was also Dave.
Oh,
So like,
yeah.
Wait, I'm confused.
yeah. So she goes out to eat with this guy that she's dating named Dave.
Yes.
The server she recognizes, but she can't remember his name. So she introduces her new boyfriend. She's like, "This is Dave." And
Yeah.
the guy, the
They're
server,
both like-
never supplies his name.
Oh, because
So
okay.
they
Also
just
Dave.
sat there
Also,
awkwardly.
Two Daves.
That's amazing.
And then she walked out and was like, "Oh, his name was also Dave." Yeah.
That's amazing.
My dad and his sister were swimming in a local pool. They were doing lengths swimming, making laps across the pool when she spotted him take a breather at the pool edge. She swam up behind him, put both hands on the back of his bald head, and she dunked him underwater. While she was holding him underwater and laughing, ignoring his flailing, her actual dad swam past her.
That's my favorite. That is my favorite one. Oh my God, his arms flailing. Oh no. Oh no.
Holding a stranger underwater.
That guy's in therapy now. Oh my God. And it's
I haven't done another lap since that day.
And he's like an older bald guy. So
That man died.
oh my God. That is
Our capture is absolutely off the fucking chart.
Oh, yeah.
Turn it down for this one.
It'll be fine.
I was once getting on a train and I saw someone I definitely knew. I waved. He waved. I said, "Hey, fancy seeing you here." He looked a little bemused. It was only then that I realized that he is a national news reader, which means like he's on the news. Like he's a famous person.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So she recognized him.
Oh, God.
I
Friend.
didn't know.
She didn't register.
Bob Barker's my dad.
He didn't know her. Yeah.
I was in a park and a lady.
You were on a park and a ladily.
You're drunk
I
right
just
now,
had a
aren't
stroke.
you? Someone held your head underwater.
All right, here we go. I was in a park and a lady loudly called out, "Anyone who wants ice cream, come on over." I headed over with several others. She handed out ices and then she handed out ices to everybody. And then she asked me, "Who are you?" I realized that the rest were all her family. That it was a family get together.
To be fair, that's not his fault.
I mean, anybody who wants ice cream.
So he showed up to a family get together.
She said,
and got
"Anyone."
an ice cream. He said, still cringe to this day.
It's cringy because she asked, "Who are you?" instead of just like giving it to him.
Well,
and
she
like,
did. I think she did give him ice cream. She was like, "Who are you? Like, why do you want ice cream?"
Listen, as a mom, I've been to the park several times.
Yeah,
and
I get
there's
it with
always
kids.
some kid that
Yeah,
comes
yeah, yeah.
over, and like you never know. Like, are you the bad person if you give them a snack? Are you bad if you don't give them a snack? It's awkward.
Fucking with him. Oh, it's the dementia.
Okay. I once genuinely thought this lady with outstretched arms was trying to give me a hug. Afraid that it was someone that I knew, but I didn't remember. I went in for the hug, and she said, "Not you, dear." And then I turned and realized her relative was. That's my favorite part. Not you.
Not you, dear.
There's just something about the old lady. Not you, dear.
You're not the one. All right, here comes Jen. You ready?
Okay.
When I was 7, I had a crush on a girl in my class and didn't know how to deal with it. So I wrote her a letter that said, "Get out of my school."
I saw this one, and I've been laughing about it for like days.
Just felt like somebody could relate to that.
I don't want, get out of my
I
school.
don't know how to emotionally deal with this girl I like, so I'm going to tell her to leave. Get out of my school.
I was always the girl who crushed on guys like that. So
Takes it home and they think it's like a threat.
Here.
if you're not emotionally unavailable, I'm not interested. Sorry. Okay. When I would get driven home from school, I'd always wave at the crossing guards.
Excuse me? One more time. Oh my God. You okay?
Okay, listen.
She likes this.
Should I read this one?
Honestly, crossing guards always get her like this. Yeah.
Okay, I'm
So
sorry.
I'm not crossing guards. It's hard to take her in your school zones.
Can we get a super cut of every time she slapped the crossing guards?
It should not be this funny. Oh God, I'm crying.
I don't know if I'm going to laugh. You're going to build it up.
To go again.
All right, I'll go again.
I can't
All right, here we go. I'm going to go again. I'm going to give her a moment. All right. I was on an airplane years ago with my girlfriend and her parents. My girlfriend couldn't get a seat next to me and sat directly behind me. During the flight, I thought I would surprise her and reach my hand back onto her knee. Slowly, I kept extending it up her thigh until I heard giggling, looked behind through the seats and saw that my hand was on the leg on the guy next to her. He saw my face and said, I just wanted to see how far you'd go.
That would be me.
Yeah, I don't know if like the guy didn't shave, if the guy shaved his legs, or his girlfriend's like me and doesn't shave her legs often enough. Like it feels like something would have
it could have been
given.
a pair of jeans, you know.
That's true. As well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, pants.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess thigh. Okay, sorry.
You killed some brain cells.
Okay, I did, dude. I feel high right now, and I'm not. I think I like need more oxygen. Okay, when I would get.
Give me your phone.
No, I can do this. I would get driven.
Oh my fucking God.
You need me to do another one?
I would get driven home from school. I'd always wave at the crossing guard.
What is going on?
You're gonna be so disappointed.
I know. I can feel it. I can feel the disappointment. You haven't even finished a story, and I can feel it.
Our beards are longer.
Okay. I would always wave at the crossing guard who wore a blue coat and a red hat. One day I waved and my mom looked at me like I'd lost my mind. It wasn't the crossing guard, it was a mailbox with a red hat on it. She's been waving at the crossing guard every day, but it was a mailbox.
Wait, I thought she just mistook. She mistaken the mailbox for the crossing guard.
This is the day she found out she needed glasses.
Oh,
Oh, that's okay. I was like, how?
She just waved at the mailbox. I just saw her like, there's Bob the crossing
I mean, I also have talked to a mailbox, but I was.
Oh God, I don't know why it's just so funny to me. Okay.
What is happening right now?
was this your story? Were you the little girl?
This is her way of coming out.
I miss you, Margaret.
Oh, God, I'm actually.
All right. Here's another fart one for you.
I'm going to put a red hat on our mailbox and just wait for you to notice.
I was in a cafe and I needed to fart. The music was loud, so I timed them to the beat of the music. Then I realized I was listening to my iPod.
Oh no, stupid.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
So no one told you it's going to be this way.
Adam, you get the belt. Okay. All right. I'm pretty sure I carjacked a nice old lady one morning, taking what I thought was my lift to work. I noticed she was extremely nervous. She asked where we were headed, how to get there, etc. I thought she was just new. When I got to work, I realized that my ride on Lyft had been canceled.
She accidentally carjacked somebody. And they were so nice. They just went with it.
Scared.
Oh, I've done this before.
Wait, what?
Oh, I have done this before.
How?
I did this.
How
And I put this on my social media and someone was like, I'm pretty sure it's against the law. And I got scared and I deleted it.
Oh, shit.
It has to be.
All right. So listen, I was
It was
in
an
Nashville.
accident.
I was in Nashville and I was walking back to my car from the bar and there was a guy that was walking around me drunk as fuck. He was falling into the fences. He
Was it Adam?
No. He was Adam wasn't in Nashville. He was all over the place. And I fucking kid you not. I get into my car and I'm about to start it. He gets into the passenger seat. He gets into the car with me, into my car.
Oh.
And he's like, all right, take me home. And I was like, I don't fucking know you.
How could that be illegal if you would willingly do it?
He thought I was his Uber. He was just so drunk. And I was like, fuck it. So I let him get in my car and I picked all of his favorite music on my phone and
Yeah.
let him sing. And I rolled the
So you
windows down. And
impersonated.
I did laps all the way through the city while he was singing all of his favorite songs. And he kept being like, are we almost home? I'm like, yeah, we're almost there. And I just kept going in circles. And then I finally figured out where he lived and I took him home. But I wasn't actually his driver.
Well, it's a good thing you deleted it because then people would know.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't fucking care. He got into my car.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
kidnap him
Yeah.
or do anything weird to him. You know,
For driving me around with
I just drove him in circles and confused him. But I played all of his favorite music.
So it made up for it.
Yeah, so that technically makes up for it. So here, I broke up with my girlfriend at a restaurant and she started crying. Everyone thought I proposed, so they started clapping.
Oh,
It's terrible.
Oh, that is so terrible.
Because let's go out with a clap.
Oh, God. That's
Thank
so
you. Thank you.
bad. That would be one of the most...
Happy for you.
Dump that bitch. We hate her.
Yeah.
Okay, walked into work one day and everybody was standing around looking somber. I loudly asked, geez, who fucking died at that moment? You never asked that, you dumbass.
That's a Michael Scott moment.
Exactly. The custodial grandma just died. Turned to me, whose custodial grandmother just died? Oh, God. The guy. Okay, so it was the grandma he lived with. Ooh. Turned to face me with tears in his
Somebody
eyes.
died. You got it. Oh. Some of the stuff I'm about to read, they're just like that awkward. Like they're very
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Of like, they're just weird. 3 years ago, a cute guy I worked with wanted to give me a fist bump. I thought he was pretending to hold an invisible microphone, so I leaned forward and said hello.
What glitch in your brain?
Could you imagine, Jen? I put up my fist and she, hello. She leans forward into his fist and says hello. This is a girl this is a guy she had a crush on. You know she had to have been mortified.
That's one of my new favorites.
Hello.
I'll be honest with you. You should marry her immediately.
It's a great
That's
how
a
we met
special kind of person right there.
All right, this is another dumb one that y'all probably won't appreciate, but the first day I read it, I was crying because
Should I prepare 3 before you get through
Let's
this?
say as long as you get through it, you're fine.
I think I'm prepared for this one.
Okay.
I was at a coffee shop waiting for coffee when I ate the largest muffin sample on a plate. It wasn't until I started to get another tasty sample that I realized
You gotta finish in.
I realized it was not free samples. It was someone's dirty plate that they returned.
Oh, that's so gross.
This sample has an entire bite taken out of it.
That's what I don't understand.
It's just trendy
the
food.
only thing I can
The
imagine
new
is
food looks like it has bites out of it.
there are some bakeries that instead of doing like miniatures, they'll take a muffin and they'll like cut it or break it into pieces. But I guess I get that. But
Probably
like,
slices or something.
can you
just left.
imagine?
This isn't Sam's Club, bitch.
Anyway,
It's a coffee shop.
she didn't even get her coffee. She just left.
Like, this homeless person's very well dressed up.
For you.
Just go and get more.
I'm a pizza delivery driver, and I was delivering to an old lady that I had delivered to before. And
It's
I
me.
went to hand her the pizza, and she didn't grab it. I stood there for a solid 3 minutes trying to get her to take the pizza before her husband told me she was blind.
Oh no! So he just stood there.
He was, she's not taking it.
What are you, blind?
Oh, that's awkward.
Yes, could you place the pizza into my arms?
Man, that's fucked up.
I would give them a tip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. I apologized to a woman I nearly bumped into in a record store. It was my reflection, and I had just dyed my hair blonde.
Good for you, girl.
Bitch.
I look good. Who are you? Just tried a coat on in TJ Maxx. It was the coat of a customer trying on another coat. I can never leave the house again.
Oh, okay. All right. So
Okay, this is going to be way too hard to pick a winner.
I know.
'cause I'm not going to remember any of these.
I'm gonna
They're
be
all
honest.
great.
Sorry.
My favorite is grammar. Grammar.
How's your grammar?
Okay.
I honestly, it was one of the first ones I saw, and I couldn't stop fucking laughing.
Yeah.
I was like, I can get behind this.
Yeah. All right, so this one's kind of long. I'll try to summarize it. Basically, this woman is like on a vacation and she's enjoying this beach, but she's in the water swimming and the water gets like super chaotic and everybody's freaking out and everybody's like trying to like get out of the water and several people are struggling, but she ends up all, you know, that feeling of you've been tossed in the waves and you come
Yeah.
up and your hair's on your
Yeah,
face and you're
right.
tangled, but like she was so happy to be alive because she really thought she was going to drown that
Oh, it
she was
sucks.
just like doing the little mermaid thing where she's like touching the sand and stuff. And then she realized that She was naked because
Oh my
they had
God.
taken her. She's just like stretching
Yeah.
out. But then she looked over and the old man next to her also was naked.
Wait, what?
He was, several people were caught in this rip current.
Oh,
So she's just like
the
taking
little
her
perverted
side.
rip current. Took everyone's clothes out and spitting them back
So
out.
then she's like running around naked with this old man who's also naked.
Can you imagine the rip current? Oh, hi. Come here.
Oh gosh.
Look at us, just a couple of cards.
Oh. we have a Texas sage plant that flowers before it rains. When asked if it would rain today, I said, not according to my bush. Just one of those moments. Poorly chosen words.
Guessed it right
Not
as you were
according
saying
to my bush.
I didn't see it coming.
I did. I saw it as right before you said it, and oh gosh. Chase, this is for you.
All right.
A friend placed her order at a drive-thru. She then heard, "Could you drive up to the speaker? You're talking to the trash can."
Hey, those look like speakers.
And it was 3 a.m. and we were trashed. And literally, I just told my entire order to the trash
Should
can.
not have been driving. That's why you get a fake Uber like everybody else. Fake Uber.
I'm appreciative. Like there was, and I'll say this, like for someone who's been very reckless, I don't know why I'm doing a PSA right now. There are too many taxis and Ubers and Lyfts and shit to exist to
For
go
drunk
out
driving,
and be
yeah.
drunk driving because I'm telling you, I'm lucky to be alive and I'm lucky I didn't hurt people because
Yeah.
back in the day, we didn't have that shit, and we thought it was okay.
Yeah,
and it was not
and it's
okay.
not okay.
And now, especially of all times, there's way too much shit
Yeah.
to pick your dumb ass up. All right, and they're out at 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. and
Yep.
5 a.m. So there's no excuse for that bullshit. You can talk to the trash can from the back of your Uber.
Yeah.
This is like just poorly. All right, my best moment was working at the bank. I had a regular come in and ask me if I had a sec. And I replied, yeah, I have lots of sex. It took me a moment to realize what I said because the person wouldn't stop laughing. I was mortified.
So
Yeah, I have lots of sex.
Oh my
Hi,
God.
welcome to Chile.
Right. This is another one that got me really tickled at the time, and I'm going to try to get through it. Apparently, my mom is not even home. This is important because the person I hear puttering around the house is the carpet cleaning service, and I've been yelling, "Grill me a cheese," for 20 minutes.
Grill me a cheese. Ma, the meatloaf.
Grill me a cheese.
Grill me a cheese.
Poor carpet cleaners.
You know the people like when you're trying to put words together and it's like when someone's like, I can't think of the example, but it's like when someone tells you like, thanks, and you're like, thanks you too. And you're like,
Yeah.
say that. That's so stupid.
Yes.
So this is the context. Pregnant cashier. Have a great day. Me. Thanks. Have a great baby. Runs out of the store.
I think I might say that.
Yeah. Well,
Only
she
if
was
I'm
actually pregnant.
150% sure.
Yeah, I hope she was wearing a shirt that said, "I am pregnant."
Yeah, that's the only circumstance that I
Oh
would.
my
but
God.
I would.
Oh, there was actually, I don't have this one listed, and I assume you probably don't. So there was one that was part of the embarrassing stories where it's not, I can't say.
You can do this.
I know, it's stupid. It's like the person was like, was having a random conversation with somebody that was a total stranger and made that fuck up, was like, when's the baby due? And she flat out was like, I'm not having a baby. I'm just really fat. And then went straight back to the conversation. like didn't even phase her. Went like, and back to our Burger King conversation.
This happened 20 minutes ago. I'm already dead inside.
Is it my turn?
I think so, yeah.
If you think you've ever once said anything awkward, you should just know my health teacher in high school said sex isn't even that great, and I blurted out because you're not doing it with me.
Oh my God. Instinctively scream that.
Oh,
Got him. It's like Todd from Scrubs. Always like waiting for that opportunity.
oh gosh.
My professor handed back our 3-page film essays. To my surprise, I got a C after a class. I asked her why. She thought it was pretty good. She said, you were supposed to write it about the movie The Emperor of Time. You wrote it about the Emperor's New Groove, but it was kind of good, so I didn't fail you.
I want to read that paper.
I do too, because I love that movie.
Yeah.
It was kind of good, so I didn't fail you. Oh, God, that's so funny.
That's a cool ass professor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
All right. This is I don't know why it is the dumbest ones make me laugh so hard.
Here we go again.
Here we go. I'm going to fail because of this, aren't I? Yep. All right. When I was in 5th grade, a boy liked me, but I thought he was annoying. So on the playground, he tried to ask me to be his girlfriend, and I said no. And I had to think of an excuse. So I started hugging the tree. And I told him the tree was my boyfriend. Later, I saw him kicking the tree.
That was the best part. That's the best part.
That whole guy has a complex now.
Right.
He's in the Amazon bulldozing trees right now.
Yeah. He owns a paper mill.
And he flies back to the desert, and that's where he lives.
Yeah.
When there's
No
not a
trees.
fucking tree in sight. Kicking the
What's his name?
But why would this is
You're nothing.
This is how stupid 5th grade is. The tree is my boyfriend, and he just accepted it.
No, he didn't. He started kicking it.
the tree.
He accepted it as true.
Yeah, exactly.
This is under hashtag why did I say that? At church, can't open a drawer. Old man trying to help. I think it just needs a good screw. Me, don't we all?
God be with you.
Oh gosh, yes.
Also, great sermon, Pastor.
Yeah. I have a friend who she had taken her son to church, and of course this always happens when it's quiet, and little boys are stupid and they always want to put their hands in their pants, and she was telling him over and over, stop putting your hands in your pants. And then as soon as it got quiet, he goes, I can't, I'm trying to make my penis hard.
I'd like to baptize this one today.
Remember that time we were having dinner and Red
Yes.
started talking about
Do you know what the worst part was? Okay, listen, let me set the stage.
The worst part was Gavin.
Yes,
We're just trying to have a nice dinner.
all 3 of us were having dinner.
Can we also
at
point
the
out we
table.
never have dinner. That's probably the last time we had
Yes,
dinner.
It is. We don't normally sit at the table. I wish that we were those people, but we're not. So we sit at the table, and the 8-year-old goes on this tangent of how. Oh gosh, he's so innocent. He's going to kill me one day for telling the story. But
He will be the one that does not give a shit.
he was saying he was frustrated because I know that my penis gets hard when I have to pee, but it makes it harder to pee. So what's the point? And we're all trying to just keep it together and
Eat my
laughing.
biscuits.
Yeah.
And then because he wouldn't shut up about the penis being hard, being inconvenient.
Bad night for hot dogs.
Right. And then it was the moment that my eyes made eye contact with my 12-year-old, and I realized that he was in on the joke, that he wasn't innocent like the 8-year-old anymore, and which is a duh thing, but it was not funny anymore.
Gavin was turning red.
Yes.
It was awkward.
And
I was
it's
like, oh, I hate it here.
I can't live like this.
Because Rhett was just casually sampling his food, I hate my little wiener gets hard. And he's just living his life. He's like, am I right?
Boy, forks are weird.
Yeah,
Gavin's
basically.
hand was shaking they're gonna know, they're gonna know.
Oh, looks like the ground here.
Oh, yay. All right, changing the subject.
This one's for Bastion when you get older, son.
Oh, boy.
When I was 2 or 3, I saw a framed photo of some baby on my mother's dresser, and I got so jealous, I threw it on the floor and shattered it. The photo was me.
That would be fashion.
Jealousy?
So ugly.
I hate that pose.
I pulled over to check out a garage sale in my neighborhood. A bunch of folks were sitting out in the front lawn chairs, but as I walked up, they looked at me like I was being strange. I finally realized this was not a garage sale, just a bunch of people sitting out a very messy garage.
Oh, God. Just hanging out.
How much is this toilet seat?
After flunking a job interview, I got up, shook everyone's hand, and then I walked into the coat closet.
That's like a TV show.
That sucks.
I got caught sexting via email, so my girlfriend's mom read it all over on the phone to my mom.
Oh, no. That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. just bumped into a mannequin and said sorry, then said, "Oh, I thought you were a person," then realized I was still talking to a mannequin.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, I have a couple others, but I really want to end it on this one. So,
Okay.
do you have any more?
I'm actually thumbing through mine right now. I think I have a couple. Like they're not like, I think my showstoppers,
Okay.
my grammars are going, but I'll still rattle. We can just rattle through the rest of them. We'll probably literally have the same amount left.
Okay, let's see. I used to wear glasses, hearing aids, braces, and had severe cystic acne. My doctor put me on Accutane, and it made my face insanely dry. One day, a few weeks after starting the medication, my friend made me laugh hard in class. It cracked the skin on my cheeks, and my face bled in the shape of a smile like Heath Ledger's.
Oh my God.
God.
That's
Just-
so
that just
painful.
sucks.
I hope
That's like
this
one of those
person grew up
painful
to be
embarrassment stories. Yeah.
It's
I
emotional
hope
and
now-
physical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like to believe that the person recovered. and
Yeah, of
able
course.
to
Right
talk
now they're
about
crushing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was looking for a clip on my sunglasses to go over my prescription glasses. Asked the pharmacist at CVS if they sold strap-ons.
Oh,
Also, I'm looking for this clip from my.
I'm going to be doing this outside.
this one actually comes with a picture. Throwback to Halloween when I dressed as the, what is it? You love this movie, Babadook? Is that
No,
right?
I don't love it, but I like the symbology.
Right, okay,
For people
so-
who struggle.
This person,
Symbolism.
The symbolism.
Is that
The symbol. Wait, is that the wrong word?
what?
Is that
Wait,
wrong?
I don't know what
The
you-
symbolism.
I don't know if it's wrong or not.
I don't, or metaphor. Like it's I like the metaphor.
I don't know.
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
I like what they're trying to say.
Are you having-
with their movie?
Okay, well, anyway.
I could be wrong, and that's a word.
I could be.
Okay. He was,
Is that wrong? Symbology? Symbolism?
symbology is not a
think
word.
it's-
Is it
I
not?
don't think
For some reason, I
symbology.
feel like I saw that in the Bible.
All right. Anyway, this person dressed as the whatever that thing's name is to go to this friend's house.
the word?
But when he got there, realized that it was more of a grown-up drinking wine Halloween party. So here's a picture of him being the only one,
Oh no!
only one who dressed up and
He looks like
went
he
over the
definitely
top
wasn't
dressed
invited.
up. Not like, oh, let me put on some cat ears, like
Right.
makeup, a
The
top
full
hat,
thing.
yeah, everything.
Me and my brother used to make radio station tapes. We were 11 and 12. He got a new stereo for his birthday, and I thought I'd do some comedy by pulling down my pants and squatting over it and farting. I ended up pushing too hard, and I covered it in shit.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah, shit all over his new stereo.
Symbology is a word. I'm an asshole.
Symbology.
I thought it was symbology.
Good to
I've
know.
always just heard symbolism, and I thought it wasn't a real word, and it was the funniest thing I've ever heard.
There's
an
often times
embarrassing
where I
moment
say
for
things
you.
incorrectly or make up words that aren't real. So I was like,
true.
I could definitely be making this word up.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I was prepared for it to be fake. I was like, I probably did that.
Yeah, I think I have just my one left. So y'all prepared for this?
Yeah, I don't think I have any left. So I think
Okay.
that's it.
I was staying at a nice hotel while traveling for work. They had a great pool. I went in there one morning and I was the only one there. I started messing about recreating the opening scene of Jaws, where the girl realizes that her leg has been bitten off. There was lots of splashing like the shark had come back for the second go. I tried a bit of synchro, kicking my legs up in various shapes. Then I did a bit of goalkeeper practice by throwing my goggles and diving to catch them. It was then that I saw a window overlooking the pool and realized that people were eating breakfast and watching me.
Dude, that's
But
what I would have done.
Wait, I'm a 51-year-old man.
I 100%.
I love that guy.
Did not imagine a 51.
Exactly. So the first time I was reading it, it was the last line, and then I went back and reread it
Maybe
all.
I actually thought he was drowning at
I
one
know.
point. Like, somebody save this old man.
I just love the idea of a 51-year-old man.
That's the kind of man I
in
want
a
to be at
pool.
51.
That would be
Yeah.
that will be you in the pool, pretending that
child.
Jaws and synchronized swimming and all this.
You know
shit.
what's going to be interesting though is I won't say for everybody, but this generation is so funny. There's so much comedy, and there's so everyone's
so funny.
Everyone's so no the generation that is,
No,
but
yeah,
like like for instance, anyone that's like my parents' age,
Mm-hmm.
if there was like anybody comedic and they did weird shit, like they would stand out right now. Kind of like the grandmas who dress in the chains and stuff like that. Because people my parents' age are not doing that because they didn't grow up with like big sense of humor. Very, it was very like, this is very straight laced. You think about the rules like as we had when we were kids, right? And like we think over time, like kind of loosen up the reins.
Yeah,
like, okay, we don't have to fucking rub our kids' faces and shit. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to be like this. And now YouTube and all these platforms are more popular.
Yeah,
People
definitely a lot more
have realized
exposure.
that. Yeah, exactly. Especially the exposure of anything. So
In the parenting humor world, we
right.
know it's
So
huge.
will it be uncommon for me, a 51-year-old man, with a fucking pretending in a pool that he lost his life to a shark? No, it won't be. Like you really won't stand out in that way. So a man that's 51 now doing it, like I'm like, hey, I see you, man. Like
I mean,
you're special.
I guess
you're a special
to me,
guy.
Is if he was doing it to be funny, you'd be like, oh, okay. But the fact that
the
he
fact
was
that he was
just
doing it,
that he
though.
just
Having
thought that he
fun.
was on his
Right.
own and he wasn't just swimming laps. So he was
Which
like,
makes it
oh,
better.
no.
Yeah.
I know, I love it. That's my favorite part. That he was just living his best life.
Elder millennials again.
Right. I feel like Rhett will be that person.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, probably. There's. Yeah. I don't know where that kid's going.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all I got.
Great.
I don't think that I have anything to really put on the blog this week. I guess we could put the links.
Yeah, if you want to, there's really no pictures to show. You could go watch the video. You could watch us crack up. I think this is the first time I'm looking at the camera.
I'm looking at the camera all the
Pretending it's
time.
not there. I look at Adam and realize he's looking at the camera.
I stare at the camera all the time.
Right. I look
Well, you
whenever
are in
things
the
get
center.
awkward or we bust out. I look like, but I'm not like. And so the Pilgrims landed in Plymouth. I don't know. Just
It's Plymouth.
Okay. Anyway.
and in this moment, I'm like, he might be right.
Hey, that's an embarrassing moment. I read that in a trivia card as Plymouth for real once. It was
what?
around Jonathan and Jackie, so they just absolutely trashed me.
I
you.
also have a story.
I can see your brother going,
They just looked at each other and
Plymouth?
laughed at me.
I went to
I was like, oh, I'm stupid.
I went to audition for a local play that Jonathan was in, and there's a word, and the word is ascertain. But when I read it,
Oh, I remember.
I read as certain in front of the whole fucking group, and I was so embarrassed that when I went and sat down, I went back up to the stage and said into the microphone, "I know that the correct pronunciation is ascertain," and then I went and sat back down.
Yeah, that totally made it better.
yeah, dude. There's one of the stories I didn't put in my phone, but since you said that, it made me think of it. There was a lady in a job interview, and the guy was going over what her responsibilities were going to be. Like, okay, like you're going to have to feed the dog, you're going to have to do some laundry, wipe down some counters. There's going to be some light housekeeping, and she said, "Whoa." I can do most of that, but I've never been the keeper of a lighthouse before. I don't know if I could. I'll try my best.
Why would anybody's brain?
Light housekeeping. she literally.
Why would anybody think that?
She literally told him she would do her best. I've never kept a lighthouse before, but I will do my best.
Oh my god. Okay.
That was a real story.
My favorite thing still is, besides grammar, was the microphone one. Every time I
That's so
see this
embarrassing.
microphone now, I think every time anybody fist bumps me from now on.
I'm going to do that on purpose.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly. That's all I'm going to do. Okay. So if you go to saltymermaidentertainment.com, I will do a short blog, probably with some of the links and stuff in the video for this. But anytime you listen to any of our previous episodes, we do a pretty good job of putting like pictures and links and like stuff that goes with the episode. So make sure you check out saltymermaidentertainment.com and that you, what's the word I'm looking for?
Ascertain.
Like us.
So sorry.
Ascertain. That's it.
Light housekeeping.
Oh, before we do the announcing, I know that we haven't been doing this as much because we have gotten thrown off track with my youngest son being a little terror, waking up before we were done. But Jackie, forgive me. I hope I'm allowed to do this. You can't stop me.
Sorry, Jackie.
On our recent episode, we did
Oh, yeah.
the... What? It's not funny.
I'm thinking of the same
This is
thing.
not a funny story.
Where did Adam go?
No, it's just the situation was funny.
Yes, I wanted to give a shout out to Jackie because this episode is partially her fault. I wanted to do something really lighthearted and funny because we've done several, heavier
Yeah.
episodes, right?
Yeah.
And Jackie is one of our dedicated listeners, and she sent me a message telling me about some stories pertaining to our last episode, and that was after death, like near
What
death
happens after
experience.
death? Yeah.
So she shared some really cool experiences that she had, and actually I got a couple more of those on Instagram. So
Okay, cool.
I will put those, I guess, on the blog or something. People, again, this has happened to millions of people, these near-death experiences. So anyway, I thought this is a cool story I wanted to share from Jackie pertaining to this. It's also really cute because she was drunk texting us, and we all happened to be together when I got the text. And so, yeah, we enjoyed that. So anyway, she said that her grandfather on her father's side, she was really close to him, and he passed away recently. And one of the things that she always felt that when he, even though he was kind of like struggling and more or less should have died, but he kind of held on to meet her children. And she has a little girl and a little boy, like 4 and 2. And so it was always meant a lot to her that her grandfather that she was close to was able to meet her children. He passed away recently, and she was devastated, like grateful that they had met, the grandchildren, but she wants to have more kids one day. So she, I'm trying not to get emotional because it's really sweet. What are you doing?
I don't know either.
To me, lift your arms.
Lift my arms?
There you go.
Why? Oh, okay. Anyway.
That was really efficient, Chase. Well done.
All right. So,
I was trying not to say lift your fucking arms.
well, you were doing it on the camera.
I was going to edit that out because I can do that because I edit it.
Okay.
And now we're screwed.
So now I'll just have me going,
Ruin the story. I'm sorry.
Story. It's a great story.
It's a great story.
All right, so back to Jackie's story. Anyway, her grandfather passed recently, and it wasn't a surprise that he passed away, but she kept thinking about the fact that she wanted more kids eventually and that he wasn't going to get to meet them. So this is directly from her text. This has always been a hard thought for me that because they practically raised me, that it would be hard for me that they couldn't meet the children. But the night he passed, I dreamed that him and Mimi were playing with a baby. I couldn't see the kid or anything, but I said, "Can I have them now?" And Granddaddy said, "Not yet. We want to get to know them first." I know it was a dream, but it felt extremely real, and I can't shake the feeling that it was. And I have chills because that feels super real to me. So we love your supernatural stories and all your shit that goes beyond our embarrassing moments in regular life. That was an embarrassing moment for me. Just now.
no, it wasn't embarrassing. No reason to be embarrassed.
And joke's on you. Everything's embarrassing for me.
Was that you're not inside the brain?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
The things that should embarrass me don't, and the things that are so minuscule, I don't know. It's not fair. No, I don't know. I don't get embarrassed by much.
Yeah.
My embarrassing things are inconveniencing other people.
I have a great
weird.
example for this, actually. I think I have a memory because we got into a fight about it because I thought you were fucking with me because I could not wrap my brain around the fact that you, this person who will dress like a redneck merman on purpose and go do crazy things in public.
Does not faze me.
That does not faze you. But one day, this was last year, I had gotten little Christmas baskets or something for our neighbors. And we had just moved to the area, so we had only been here like 2 months. And I wanted him to take one of the Christmas gifts to our neighbors. And he wouldn't fucking do it. I thought that he was just being lazy, and I was mad because I was like, "Why won't you?" He's like, "Oh, it's so embarrassing." And he like blew up like, "Oh my God, I would never do that. It's so embarrassing." And I'm like, "How is that embarrassing?"
I made you fudge. My name is Chase, and I made you fudge.
Do you like me right now? Do you like this?
Anyway.
Only eat a piece in front of me.
Meanwhile, I will walk away from this episode and I would think to myself, that was a really funny episode. And then I would think, do you remember that time you were telling a story and you stuttered and your arms were on the table? And I will hate this episode for the rest of my life.
It's okay. I'll analyze this while I'm trying to go to sleep and not sleep. So
Yeah.
it's cool.
Siblings.
I wait till I try to sleep. It's great. It's very helpful.
All right.
All right.
Grammar.
So that was great. I think we're at that time of the podcast where Adam decides who the infamous wiener will be.
No.
Infamous wiener. Who will be the winner? Adam, I'll let you do your thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of today/tonight, whenever you're listening to this podcast, is that one.
Why? Is it because of grammar?
Look what you have created.
Partially because of grammar, but also you need to tell the story.
Sorry. I fucked that up.
You lost for technicalities, and I'll take it.
But it was so funny. funny.
You won 2 in a row at
That's
least,
true.
right?
That's
She had, I don't think she had like 3 in a row. She was on a run.
that, honestly.
Was it? Are you sure you said 2 the
Listen.
last time? No, because the
was
last
2.
time you're like, I swear I've only won like 2 in a row, and
It
now
was
you
only
just said
2.
it again. I could put those clips together. I swear.
I'm gonna go back and I will let you know. Congrats.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's the first time I've got to wear the medal around thy waist.
Okay, so Chase won, I guess. SaltyMermaidEntertainment.com for our blogs. On TikTok and on Instagram, we are at Salty Mermaid ENT. Make sure you subscribe and leave a 5-star review.
Yes.
And
Adam
I
loves
swallowed a bunch of
you. Bugs.
alcohol.
I swallowed a bunch of Scrabble tiles.
Buttons.
The next time I go to the bathroom, it could spell disaster.
What if you didn't swallow the D? Disaster.
I'm so uncomfortable.
Thank you for listening.
bye.
Goodbye.
That's everyday, Chase.
Get your hands up on your feet. It's time for the main event. Time for